Hey everyone, Steven here, autistic YouTuber, and welcome to Toastamac. If you've been watching my live streams for the past few months, you probably know that I'm currently in the process of losing weight to take better care of myself and, to avoid any future trips to the ER. This has involved making changes to my diet as well as adding exercises to my regular routine. Over time, though, I began to realize that there is more to gain from exercises than just losing my potbelly. Let's talk about it. Exercise can be a rather unique experience for autistic people in particular, both for the benefits and some of the challenges that autistic people or other neurodivergent individuals may have to face. Let's start with talking about the challenges first, so we can spend the rest of the video focusing on the benefits and my advice for you. Okay? Okay. Some autistic people, myself included, may experience low muscle tone, which can impact their muscles' ability to maintain posture and perform certain functions, meaning that those with low muscle tone will have to put in more effort to get their muscles going. Additionally, exercise is not for the sole purpose of strengthening one's body. In many cases, there are social elements involved, such as learning, communication, motor skills, and proper behaviors. Lastly, some methods of exercise involve working with other people, which can be hard to do if someone has difficulties with hanging around other people or has their eyes glued to smartphones and tablets all the time. Wait a minute. No, wait, don't leave yet! We're getting to the good stuff now, I promise! Yeah, nice save there, dude. I would certainly hate to think that I made the rest of this video for nothing. Sorry. Don't worry about it. No problem at all. Probably. Some of the elements listed here could come second nature to a neurotypical, but for some autistic people or other neurodivergent individuals, this can be a little harder. Please note, though, that I said harder, not impossible. Exercising is highly recommended for everybody, regardless of if you're neurotypical or neurodivergent, as there is much to gain from this experience. And I'm not just talking about weight loss or building muscles. The benefits of exercise can grow far beyond that. For instance, exercise can help improve well-being and emotion regulation, along with reducing certain habits that can cause self-injury or be disruptive and aggressive. Before I added exercises to my regular schedule, I'm gonna be honest, I had been struggling quite a bit in my workplace for the past few years. I've had several moments of anxiety throughout the week, which in turn had led me to lose focus at important moments, not to mention I couldn't keep my emotions in check all the time. However, as the weeks of exercise turned into months, I began to see a significant improvement in my performance. I'm able to focus better, I'm able to have conversations with customers a little bit more, and I've had much fewer moments of anxiety throughout the work shift. It hasn't completely gone away, mind you, but I can safely say it is getting better. It also doesn't hurt that exercises involve repetitive actions to help provide stimulation or release pent-up energy in a positive way. If this sounds familiar to you, it should, because this can be seen as an example of stimming, something that many autistic people love to do on a regular basis anyway. In fact, if you commit to more vigorous exercises for at least 20 minutes a day in, let's say, 3 days a week, you may find that you might stim less often throughout the day, as the workout will release a chemical from your brain called endorphins, which will reduce stress, alleviate pain, and improve your overall mood. There is one more benefit that I want to share with you, a big one. In a way, exercises can help autistic people engage with their environment more, which could hopefully lead to making friendships and building strong social connections. What do I mean by that? Back when I was in grade school, me and my classmates would always look forward to PE class. It gave us more freedom, more fun activities to do, more chances to interact with classmates and friends, and most of all, not have to sit at a school desk for more than an hour or so having to regurgitate. Now, was I any good at the sports during PE? Not really. But even though I sucked at the sports most of the time, there was more to gain from those times than just a passing grade or being good at sports. As I mentioned, it gave me more time to chat with my friends freely, more so than I could have with most other classes with their rules, so it wasn't a complete loss. I still had fun and was able to make good connections with people, which I still have to this day. Granted, it might not always be easy to find exercises and activities that let you engage with the environment and other people more, but if you're willing to take the chance, I assure you, the possibilities are worth it. These are just a few of the many benefits that exercise can provide for you. And if you're thinking about starting to exercise, well, now's as good of a time as any. Here's some advice. When you're first getting started, make the exercise sessions a part of your regular schedule. Make it a part of your routine. That way, you will be more committed to the exercise sessions as opposed to just exercising whenever you feel like it. If you can, be sure that the exercise sessions occur around the same time of day each time, be it either in the morning, sometime in the middle of the day, or in the evenings. Now, me personally, I prefer exercising in the evenings. That way, when it's all said and done, I can just rest, unwind, and get better sleep. But you may find that it might be better in the mornings to get your body up and running for the rest of the day. So feel free to experiment. See which time of day works best for you. And while it's important to set up the exercise days, it's equally as important to set up rest days. If you're constantly working out every single day with no rest, you're gonna find yourself drop dead exhausted sooner rather than later, and oftentimes with little to show for the effort. Your body, or more particularly your muscles, need the time to rest because as you are exercising, there are micro tears going on within the fibers of your muscles. Now don't worry, this is not something to panic about right away. These micro tears are the reason that you feel sore after an exercise. And when the muscles are given time to rest, those micro tears can be repaired and fused to make the muscles stronger. But if the muscles are not given the time to rest, it can lead to more fatigue, more muscle strains, and a reduction in your performance in the exercise, not to mention other negative effects. Keep this in mind when you're setting up the schedule. You want to make enough time for the exercise routines, but also schedule rest days in between. Remember when the avatar mentioned 3 days a week? That's a good starting point. It gives you enough time to exercise as a start and allows rest days in between. Now, as the weeks go by and you get better at the exercises, then you may want to move on to exercising every other day. You get more exercise, more chances to grow the muscles, but you still schedule the important rest days in between. The final piece of advice I have for you in this topic is more from me personally than anything else. And I'm not talking about diets right now. We could talk about that in a future video. Right now, the advice I have for you is see if you can pair up with someone. Have someone do the exercises with you so you can push each other to go further, encourage each other to not give up, or maybe even compete with each other in friendly competition. I have to be honest with you. I think the main reason that I'm able to keep up with the exercises for as long as I have is because my older brother Daniel is there with me, doing the exercises along with me. We're able to compare notes, we're able to talk about different ideas about exercises and keeping healthy, and there were a couple times when I felt down. defeated even. And Daniel was there to tell me to not quit, to keep going, that the results will be worth it. I gotta say, I owe a lot to Daniel for keeping me on this path, let alone getting me started on it. But, if you could do me a favor, please don't tell Daniel about this. I will never hear the end of it. You could choose to exercise by yourself, but I highly recommend giving this a try at least. Find someone to exercise with. Push each other to go further. And most of all, have fun. I hope this video will give you a good starting point to begin your own exercising journey. If you have any more questions about this topic or want to share some of your experience with exercise, tell us about it in the comments section below. And come back later tonight where we will have a live stream talking more about this. This time I mean it. On that note, it's time to end the video. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, all the good stuff that makes Toastamac grow. And until the next video or live stream, see you later.